Hey, hello everyone. On this tutorial, we are going to solve problem 4.7 from chapter 11. The book is Microeconomics 7th edition by Glenn Hubbard and Anthony Patrick O'Brien. Okay, so I am using the e-text and we need to go to chapter 11, which is technology, production, and cost. And we are looking for chapter summary and problems. So the one problem that we are solving is going to be 4.7. Okay, here is the problem. It says Santiago Delgado owns a copier store. He leases two copy machines for which he pays $20 each per day. He cannot increase the number of machines he leases without giving the office machine company 6 weeks notice. He can hire as many workers as he wants at a cost of $40 per worker per day per worker. There are only two inputs he uses to produce copies. So A is filling the remaining columns in the following table. Okay, let's once again, I am going to use Excel. I strongly recommend that you use Excel or another program that is very similar to Excel to complete this problem. Let's see, figure out what we need. So we are gonna have our fixed cost. So we're gonna use column or cell B2, and we're gonna label that fixed cost. What else do we have? He's asking us for marginal cost, average total cost. I think that's all we need for now. If we need anything else, we'll add it to it. So the table is giving us quantity. So we're just gonna label this Q for quantity, and then we have our quantity of copies. So we're just gonna type copies in here. We have our fixed cost. We do have variable cost, total cost. We have our average total cost, and we do have our marginal cost. Okay. Let's see, the problem is giving us some data. Let's type it in here. We have 0. Quantity of workers is going to be 0 and all the way to 6. So 0, 1. Once again, I'll just drop the corner and go all the way to number 6, which is right here. And then for the number of copies, we have 0, 600, 1100, 1500, 1800, 2000, and 2100. Okay, so let's find out what our fixed cost is. Looking at the problem, it looks like the fixed cost is going to be the number of copy machines. So he signed a lease for 2 copy machines at $20 each. So our fixed cost is going to be $40. So I will type in here that fixed cost is going to equals $40. And then I'll just grab that in here and oops, forgot to make sure that we put the dollar sign in here. That way we're telling Excel that we want that information that is on cell C2 to stay there. So now that I got that, I can just drop down. So it does not matter how many copies I do per day. My fixed cost is going to be $40. Okay, my variable cost is going to be the numbers of workers. So here is the quantity of workers. Oops. Let me label this. So okay, quantity of workers. So that is going to be my variable cost. So I can hire as many people as I want. but I have to pay them $40 per day. So here is going to be variable cost. It's going to be $40 per employee, right? Okay, so my variable cost is going to equal the number of workers that I have times $40. Once again, I am going to use the dollar sign. And once I get that, I can just grab this corner and drop it down here. So if I hire one employee, I pay him $40. If I hire two employees, my cost is $80. If I hire six, it's $240. My total cost, that will be easy. All I have to do is I have to add my fixed costs plus my variable cost, and that gives me my total cost. So $80, I grab the corner and drop it down, and I get that. Now my average total cost, that is to compute the average total cost, I am just going to grab my total cost, and I am going to divide it by the numbers of copies that I'm producing, and that will give me that price right there. And I can just grab the corner and drop it down here. I'm gonna clean this up a little bit by only using 2 decimals. And I am also going to center this just to make it look cleaner. Okay, so marginal cost, remember that's the cost of producing one more unit. To calculate that, I need to find the change in cost. So that will be this minus this right over here. And I am going to divide it by the change in quantity. So I open the parentheses, I got 600. In this case, it will be minus 0. I close the parentheses, and then I hit the Enter key. And this will give me my marginal cost. Once again, I drop the corner. I clean this up one more time by only getting 2 decimals. And I also going to center this. Okay, so that would be the part filling the remaining columns in the following table. For the exam, we don't have to draw any average cost curves or anything like that, so I think we are good with that. The only thing that I want to point it out here is see how the marginal cost will have the U shape. So we start at 13 cents and then drops to 8 and then start to go up again. So that will give us the U shape on those cost curves. Same thing here, our average total cost, we start at 13 cents, drops down to 11 and then start rising again. So that will give us the U-shaped curve that we need for these cost curves. As a bonus, make sure that you remember this, right? The question will be, what is the short run for Santiago? In this case, the short run will be 6 weeks because he has to give at least 6 weeks notice to the people. Remember, the workers, he can hire as many as he wants. It looks like he hires them for the day. So that is how we get a variable cost. In this case, the only input that is fixed for at least 6 weeks will be the lease that he has with the copy machines. So the short run for Santiago will be 6 weeks. All right, leave your comments below and let me know what you think.